Garage Studio. It's the Donut Shop Boys podcast, season 3, episode 2, unofficially brought to you by Shula Special, number 347 steak sauce. Great coach, better steak sauce.
Put that shit on everything.
Yeah. Once again, not an official sponsor, but just a steak sauce that we're both really, really excited about.
He could be official.
R.I.P.
Make it happen.
Mike, you around? Mike Shula? That's his son. Used to coach for Alabama, by the way.
Oh.
So,
I'm
your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla, here with my partner in crime.
Low T.
Low T.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah. It's appropriate for this episode.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I like your hat.
You like the hat? Oh, yeah. It's the USS Missouri, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Yeah.
It looked like less funny Tom Clancy.
Oh, cool. Well, I was trying to represent. I like your jacket. You look like Fonzie's effeminate stepson.
Oh, it's Calvin Klein.
Who's you, Marty McFly?
Oh, man. So, starting off the new year.
Oh, yeah.
You excited for new TV shows?
Man. Yeah, see, because season 2 of 2020 sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I've not paid a lot of attention to what TV, like what's come out.
Dude, Cobra Kai just started.
Oh, yeah. No, I do love me some Cobra Kai.
I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet?
No. I need to, but I haven't done it yet.
It's a good show.
Yeah, you got me hooked into it.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that YouTube has done since filming black chicks fighting at Denny's. And I know that both of our listeners are going to go Google black chicks fighting at Denny's. But don't pigeonhole yourself like that. Just look up fights at Denny's. There's all kinds of fights at Denny's.
Yeah.
It's just that the ones with black women are best. They're the best ones. They don't give a fuck about nothing.
You don't even have to YouTube it. Just go to
Denny's.
Yeah.
There's one in Hope Hole. That's where we're going after we're done recording. I'll buy you a Moons Over My Hammy.
Oh.
Yeah. Or a Super Bird.
Yeah.
We have to have several more beers before we go down there, though.
Yeah. I think they don't let you. They breathalyze you.
Yeah, they breathalyze you. If you're not above a certain BAC, they're not letting you in the door, which is
He's
fine.
Not fighting.
I need to be loosey-goosey when I'm dodging plates that are being thrown.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Cobra Kai's out. It looks all right. I'm a couple episodes in. I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking while I was watching it, and like playing on my phone, so I'll probably need to go back and start it over again. But so far season 3's been okay. There's some surprises. There's some stuff that you won't really understand the significance of because you jumped right in without watching the movies first.
Yeah, but just enjoyed the flashbacks in the first season.
Yeah. What else? Oh, that fucking Avengers WandaVision show.
Yeah.
For Disney Plus. That looks terrible.
Yeah?
It looks like no, thank you.
I figure I'll watch it anyways. Worst case, I'll get to see the better Olsen sister. So.
Yeah, the one that can keep some weight on her.
Yeah. Isn't in the bathroom snorting fucking dope or shooting heroin.
Married to some old guy. Who's she married to? Howard Hughes?
I don't know. Paul Bettany.
Plot twist. No, there's one.
That's how she got the part.
Somebody was telling me that that one of the Olsen twins is married to some like really old billionaire. I don't know if this is true. I didn't fact check this. I'll leave that up to Facebook.
We're on a podcast. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't fact check for a fucking podcast. No. But yeah, somebody told me that she's like one of the reasons that they weren't in that Fuller House show that came out on Netflix was because, well, it would probably be weird to have adult twins playing one character.
Yeah.
Versus when they were
I want
children.
more screen time.
Yeah. But I guess one of them is married to some old guy that's like really controlling, like kind of a hermit. Mm-hmm. And that was the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, who's she married to? Howard Hughes? Like, this motherfucker pissing in jars and carrying boxes of Kleenex around? Like, what in the fuck? But yeah, imagine being that famous though as a child, and then little sister just surpasses you.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is that little sister's not really that famous in and of herself. Like, most people probably don't know her name. They can be like, oh yeah, that's Wanda from Avengers.
It's the other one.
What's her name?
Are they related?
Yeah. Oh, they guarantee they don't even know who she is.
Yeah.
Let alone knowing that she's their little sister, but she's been more successful.
Yeah.
Than
that's
them.
what happens when you don't do drugs.
Yeah, there's a lot of bonuses to not doing drugs.
Yeah. Also a lot of bonuses for drugs.
Yeah. You ever tried DMT? It's from my homie Joe Rogan. Shout out to Boston. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV though.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of time for it.
No, this comes with being a man.
Yeah.
You got time to watch a bunch of bullshit on TV.
No.
You probably need a second job.
Here's the meat and taters of this episode.
Jumping right in there. 2 feet in. I'm wearing boots. It's okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing for a man to wear boots.
Step one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to get into our second segment here. Or really our first segment if you want to get right down to it. Because TV's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We only had 2 shows written down to talk about, so we believe in transparency, unlike some people.
This is pre-recorded.
I don't know if you know this. I took a phone call during our last show, and only part of it was edited out when I listened to the final product. You whole ass left me answering the phone in the episode.
Woo!
Yeah, I had to though. It was a coworker.
Yeah, that's good.
It was my counterpart at work. All right, so we've got some tips for manhood because as we look around the world around us and our workplaces and our common spaces, social media, especially Twitter. Twitter's like
Twitter needs some tips.
Yeah, if I promise you, look, I'm not a transphobe. I'm not. I don't like virtue signaling at all. So if you have pronouns in your Twitter bio, I won't even respond to you. Like okay, your opinion's invalid. I don't care. The same goes if you're wearing a mask, like the COVID mask, especially if it's not a COVID Defender from our Teespring.
Yeah.
If you're wearing a mask in your profile pic, I just wholeheartedly just ignore everything you say.
What are you hiding?
Your ugly ass face. Your fucking neck beard. But we decided to put together a list of like the most hard hitting, just right to the point, bare bones ideas for manhood. Just tips to kind of get you guys to bring your manhood game up.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if you ladies are listening, you should look for these things in a mate, and your life's probably going to be much better. And I'll start us off. It's not one that I wrote down, but it's one that I say all the time, and it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole segment we're about to do. But I'm going to say it anyways, is that the first thing that I think is integral to being a man is to not look for outside validation. Don't look to someone else's opinion of you to validate like who you are and whether or not you're a man. That's like the key thing of manhood. Like whatever. You think XYZ about me.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just not going to affect my life in any way. Like that's right off the rip. Don't get triggered by things. Don't get your feelings hurt. Cool. That's your opinion.
Yeah. You can learn from other people though.
Absolutely. You can look up to people.
Yeah.
But don't seek their validation. Validation needs to come from within.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
So does motivation. Motivation needs to come from within.
Yeah.
You need to be, that's, the reason why girls, especially the younger you are, like when you were growing up as a kid, did you notice or it seemed like all the girls always made good grades in school?
Yeah.
Like for the most part, they performed better than you, or even if you made good grades, they seemed to have an easier time making good grades. It's because females are internally motivated. And they're survival motivated. And they're people pleasers. Whether they want to admit it or not, they are. Whereas we have that little bit of a rebellious streak and that independent streak And that's why it's like, they the whole time I was growing up, they spent the whole late 80s and 90s trying to put every little boy on Ritalin. Because they set the classroom environment up around girls and catering to girls and how girls learn. Well, why can't he just sit there like a girl? Well, because he's a fucking boy. That's why he's not a girl. Mm-hmm. He's got boundless energy, and also he has a problem with authority. But yeah, that would probably be my first one. What do you got over there?
Well, I was thinking about something that didn't really bother me until I witnessed it in person.
Okay.
Shaking hands while sitting down.
Oh yeah,
it's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always thought it was like, oh, that's just kind of a dumb old-timey rule or something. And then I saw it happen, and I was like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, it seems
like I was offended.
It's disrespectful.
I wasn't even a part of the A to B handshake. I just witnessed it, and I was like, stand the fuck up, pussy.
Yeah, it seems disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now I will say, if you approach me while I'm eating, like if I'm at a restaurant with my family and I'm eating, and you approach me, I may not stand to shake your hand because I'm clearly you have been disrespectful first.
Yeah.
By interrupting my meal with my family.
Yeah.
So whether or not I stand to shake your hand if you approach me in a restaurant depends wholeheartedly on whether or not I actually respect you in real life. Like if I'm excited to see you, I'm going to, I'm going to pick up my napkin. I'm going to shake your hand.
Yeah.
Handshaking's one of the biggest casualties of COVID-19.
Yeah.
It's part of my life that I've given up only because other people act weird when you extend your hand.
Yeah.
I always thought a handshake was like the ultimate sign of respect from one man to another. For one, I guess it has its origins in showing the person that your hand is empty. You're not a threat. You don't have a weapon. Mm-hmm. So you exchange empty hands. And for another, like in more modern times, for me, it's like almost like I trust that your hands are clean. I trust that you didn't just wipe your ass with your bare hand. And so that rings even harder in COVID times.
Yeah. Where
if I extend my bare hand to shake your hand, I'm saying, hey, I trust you. I'm a man. You can trust me. My hands are clean. I didn't just sneeze into my hand.
Yeah.
And I trust you that your hands are clean. And also it puts your courage to the test a little bit.
Yeah.
When I extend my hand to someone, they're like, I'm really scared of COVID.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say it because this guy looks like the kind of guy that will take my man card away. But yeah, I was taught, and I'm sure you were too, that you stand to shake on someone's hand.
Mm-hmm.
You stand and you look them in the eye and you shake their hand with a firm grip. And that little...
Not too firm.
Not too firm.
Just right.
No, but you got to get in there first.
Yeah.
You got to get web to web because there's nothing worse than
a little fairy handshake.
Yeah, they just give you their fingertips.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to kiss your hand? Are you a lady?
Who is you?
Yeah. Yeah, or they give you just like the dead fish. They just flop their hand into your hand and that's it. No squeeze, no. Or they have clammy hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like their hands are like cold and sweaty. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Stand up. When you meet a man and you respect him or you want him to respect you, you stand up, look him in the eye, and shake his hand. Don't stay seated at your desk. And that goes for like, let's say you're in a police car or some kind of car that you have to drive for work or whatever, and you have an extended conversation with someone. If it's going to last for a little bit, like stop and get out of the car.
Yeah.
Just stand up and talk to each other. I don't know. That's my take on what you're saying. Like, it's rude to sit down and not be facing someone when you're speaking to them.
Yeah, you can't be respected if you don't respect anyone else.
Exactly. I mean, I get it. We're seated right now, but it would be kind of weird if we picked up these microphones and started walking around like a two-man stand-up bit.
Neither of us respect each other.
No. And I don't care about your respect. That was rule number 1, remember?
Yeah.
The next one I have, and this one's I hate it for you. But, sugar. Stop fucking consuming so much sugar, guys.
This is a personal attack.
Yeah, he's got a Dr. Pepper over there at his little station.
My blood pressure's been very elevated all day.
Yeah, I'm sure the Dr. Pepper's helping. You taste that 24th flavor yet?
Yeah.
That's a throwback. I don't know. I'm not against a treat every now and then or having a sweet tea. If
I was about to say sweet tea is sweet.
Sweet tea's sweet. Yeah. It hits. But I drink maybe one a week.
Oh, dude, I can put some sweet tea away.
If I'm out to eat, like there's certain things that you just can't. They don't taste good with water, or it just hits weird with water. Like you can't eat Mexican food and drink water. And maybe part of that's racist. I don't know. Yeah. Like I don't trust the water. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get a sealed bottle of water, please? No. But yeah, sugar should be a treat, an every now and then treat. I feel like sugar's for children. If you drink or eat sugar all the time, I see it as a childish thing. I think maybe part of that comes from some of the guys that I served with in the military. I can remember being out on like long shifts, like maybe in a Humvee or something, and they just sat there and ate like sour straws or gummy bears all night long. And they also happen to be very childish people. We're talking about like men in their 20s and just sit and eat candy all night long. Mm-hmm. It's like, A, it's super bad for your teeth, super bad for your blood sugar, bad for your testosterone. And it's just, dude, it's fucking childish.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
I would say I don't really eat a lot of candy.
No, you drink some sugar though.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of. See, most of my sugar intake is via liquid.
Yeah.
More than it is food wise.
Yeah. Which is actually a really easy way to cut down on weight though.
Yeah.
Is to just eliminate.
Do you remember when I cut soda out?
I do.
And I fucking dropped.
Yeah, you should do it again.
Yeah, I really need to.
Yeah. It's not that I don't think I've ever even seen you eat candy.
Yeah, I don't.
But every time I see you with one of those motherfuckers, I call you out on it. Every time.
Oh, man.
And the diet, if you're going to drink it, though, drink it. Don't get the diet shit.
Oh, yeah.
All that fake shit. It's
the only diet one that I like is Coke Zero, but I only drink that when I mix it with alcohol.
Yeah.
To cut
Canadian
a little bit
Hunter.
Of the sweet. Yeah. Yeah. It takes all the sweetness away, but I can't drink alcohol straight like that. That's just too much.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
All right,
that's a man tip.
We'll write that in. Don't be a bitch.
I was going to do a quote, which kind of goes along with that, I guess, in some ways, but don't major in the minors.
Okay.
If you're going to be the best, like, challenge yourself.
Yeah.
Be
the best at something that matters.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me to something that I didn't really write down, is that you should always try to be the best.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, don't half-ass it. Be the best at it.
Full ass it.
Yeah. Whole ass one thing. That's Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should strive to be the best at whatever you do.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah. Be self-sufficient, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, surrounding or having friends that you know are good in something. Like, I know somebody that, I know how to work on cars to some extent. I'm self-sufficient in that. I can keep my vehicles running.
Right.
But I also know somebody that can help me if there's something I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's somebody to go to for that. Yeah. I know somebody for computer stuff, I know somebody for gun stuff. I try to keep myself versed in all of them to be self-sufficient with it, but I also know who I can talk to for help if I need something,
Absolutely. So. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Don't be afraid to do your own shit.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think that comes to being a man too, is to also know your limits.
Mm-hmm.
Or know when something's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, my dad used to ask me why I didn't change my own oil. I'm like, because it's not worth it. It's not. If it was expensive to pay someone to change my oil, then sure.
Yeah.
All day, I'd get up under the car. But
that's why I don't cut my own grass.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth it.
Oh, that's not manly. You don't cut your own grass. Yeah.
Because
I'm upper middle.
My manly ass works hard enough that I can afford to pay some other guy to cut it.
Yeah. I'm keeping this country afloat.
Yeah. Now I do have a lawnmower, and if there's a stock that I, want to buy, I'll save $50 that week and buy, buy several shares or whatever. But yeah, knowing your limits too, though, when it comes to what you're saying is, if you don't know how to do something, either know how to get the information or, be willing to ask for help. But definitely, if you're going to do something, try to be the best at it. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean to be arrogant and think that you are the best. You should just always be striving to be the best. Yeah. Like in every job I've ever had.
No, there's always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement. You don't ever know everything.
Yeah.
Life will teach you real hard, real quick. But every job I've ever had, I always tried to be the best. And there's a few times that I can say that I think I've got to the ladder where I was at least the best at that job or at that level. Like the only way that I could do any more or improve or expand and really have any more room to be better was to break through a ceiling and get promoted to a new position. Yeah. And that's not to just blow myself up. That's just to say that you can do it. You can work your ass off and bust your ass and necessarily I've done it in a new career field before where I got taught something by some people who were, I'm not going to say didn't play a part. They were really good trainers, but immediately upon being turned loose by myself and not having their help and not having their oversight, I just shot past them and outperformed them within the first month. And it's because I don't take no, I don't take mediocrity. I don't accept it. I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
And anybody who's ever played sports with me knows that. There's no we're just playing around. This is just, no, fuck that.
That's true.
Fuck
I've
that.
experienced that.
Yeah. We are going to win. I don't care.
To be just, we're bullshitting and wasting 30 minutes. No. It's a goddamn Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't. That's why I don't do a lot of sports.
Yeah.
The last two flag football games that I played in, organized, actual league flag football games, then I got in fights.
Yeah.
Got kicked out.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You
I was
there. You can't say it wasn't for valid reasons.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Fuck them other people.
Both times, people on the other team put their hands on a teammate of mine. Two different teammates, but each time a teammate was assaulted, had someone put their hands on them and try to start a fight.
Were they accosted?
They accosted two teammates of mine on two separate occasions.
Yeah.
And expected it was going to be like middle school where you push someone and you call them a bitch and then nothing happens.
Yeah. Boy, were they wrong.
Boy, they didn't know.
Yeah. At least the one I was out there for.
And, that guy, how many people were holding me back? And
then he had a lady come out there and start running her mouth about it.
You go ahead. What did I tell her?
You catch it too.
I said, I'll rock your shit too, bitch. She tried to jump in the middle of it. Yeah. I mean, I'm surrounded
Why is she out there with all that man shit going on?
That's what our girl said. That's what the girl that was with us, with our team said.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to go beat her ass. I'm like, damn, okay, shit.
She's about it. Oh,
but yeah.
Man.
Be competitive though. Don't be toxically competitive where you're yelling at your teammates and stuff. You're supposed to drag your teammates along with you, bring them with you.
Push them, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah. Pull them if you've got to.
Yeah. Don't take any wooden pickles.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
I think it's don't take any wooden nickels.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
But also, who likes pickle or nickels? They're pointless.
Are they pointless?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm way past the point in my life where I'm picking up change on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Or accepting change back.
Yeah, fuck you. If somebody tries to give me coin change, I throw it at them.
Yeah.
If I can't put it in a parking meter,
$1.90, I'm giving you $2 and I'm walking out the fucking door.
That's a tip.
Yeah.
Put it in the leave a penny, take a penny jar.
You clearly need this more than I do.
The fact that you thought it was important enough to count these out. Hold on to that though. That reminds me of something. Don't waste money on frivolous shit.
Yeah.
That's one of my manhood tips. If it doesn't help your life in any way, don't buy it. Point blank, period. If it's solely for entertainment, ask yourself if you're going to get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
And if you do, maybe you need a second job. You clearly have too much time on your hands. Let me speed through this next one because I really want to get to what you reminded me of with Nichols. Facial hair.
Yeah.
If you're going to have facial hair, young men, have a fucking beard or have no facial hair at all. Grow the full shebang.
You don't want a goatee?
No, that shit's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I don't mean gay homosexual. I just mean it's.
I'm doing a goatee now.
It's fucking dumb.
Mine's starting to come in pretty decent now, though. It's taken a while.
No, it's, and I do make an exception for the men and women of law enforcement or the military.
Like mustache.
For just the mustache. Yeah. Like I get it if you're in one of those military or law enforcement professionals where they don't allow you to have a full beard, so you just rock the blonde bomber like you and I did. So ladies, if you're out there and you want to grow a mustache, by all means, I support you in that. Yeah. But if you're a man and you're
equal opportunity.
Yeah, equal opportunity. Yeah, equal rights and equal lefts. So if you're in a civilian career field where there's no, you cannot have a beard, and you decide to grow facial hair, you better grow a full-ass beard. This metro shit of shaping it up, lining it up, fuck that. Be a man. Men don't have time for that. Men shouldn't be spending excess amounts of time grooming and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know. If I decide that I need to do something with my hair, I'm going somewhere where I'm not wearing a hat. Slap a little product in it, run the comb through it 3 times. We're good to go. If it fucks up after that, I just run the fingers through it. Fun. I don't even wear cologne. If you're around me and you think I smell good, A, tell me. But B, that's just my soap and laundry detergent. I don't wear cologne. Yeah. I believe in just smelling like me.
Cologne's stupid expensive.
It is.
It goes back to buying frivolous
things. It's vain. Yeah. I just smell like if you're excited about the way that I smell, that's my own natural pheromones. Ladies and men, I'm not into men, but it's always flattering.
Yeah.
My last manhood tip is a big one, fellas. Protect your seed. I'm not gonna preach abstinence because that doesn't work, and I'm not gonna be a hypocrite because I certainly
just go get them clipped.
That or just be careful.
Yeah.
Do not give these. If you're not willing to marry her, don't give her your seed.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. Stop having children with women you don't want to be with. Because now, guess what? You're tied to her. Whether you're with her or not, you're stuck having to be part of each other's lives because you share this child in common.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be much easier for you. And I'm not saying, I know that there's single fathers out there. I know you don't regret having your children, but don't you think it would be a better situation if you weren't financially tied to paying mom child support? If you had just waited.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you had an opportunity, because maybe you feel like if I had waited, but in your mind you're like, well, I wouldn't have this child that I love so much. But if you were in the opportunity to tell someone else, hey, don't go and get this chick pregnant and be stuck paying her child support.
Mm-hmm.
That's so many men are behind the 8 ball and they can't be better and they can't go out and do bigger and better things and achieve any kind of goal. Because they're financially restricted to having to pay for 2 households, basically. They're having to maintain their own life while financing the mother of their child that they weren't careful. They went and made a baby with someone that they didn't plan on being with.
Mm-hmm.
It's a poor decision. It's immature.
Yeah.
Childish. It's childish.
Yeah.
It is. It's childish. Protecting your seed, it shows a level of maturity and willpower. That's the biggest. It's willpower. Not having willpower is childish. If you've got the willpower to make sure I'm not getting this chick pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, period. That's man shit. You save your children for when you're ready to get married and raise them with a partner. It's much easier to raise children with two parents than it is with one.
Yeah.
Especially when half your money is going to the parent that you're not even living with.
Yeah.
Think about that. You're still financing her.
Yeah.
And getting none of the partnership benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have kids with her. I've got some advice for women, but we'll save that. Let's get into the next topic.
Okay.
I made a comment to you, and you reminded me when you said about nickels being worthless. I made a comment because everybody's talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's been talking about Bitcoin, but that's because people are just dumb and they parrot what they hear.
They're also really late to the party.
They're really late to the party. They're like, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah. Because that's how good investing works. You jump into something after it booms. But I think Bitcoin's worthless, and I think it's a Ponzi scheme. I feel that way.
Yeah.
They're like, the dollar's going to crash. That's why you invest in Bitcoin. I'm like, all right, man. Show me what store I can go in and and buy stuff with Bitcoin.
So speaking of that,
yeah, I know you've got a
research.
List. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
I let you buy tickets with Bitcoin.
Okay.
Dish Network, and the 4 other big companies. Wikipedia, I'm assuming they're just taking donations in any form or fashion.
Yeah, they deleted my page, so.
Microsoft, AT&T, and Overstock.com. Now, with that being said, here's the one that I knew was going to trigger you, is Venezuela, Burger King, and Canada's KFC have accepted Bitcoin. Venezuela specifically, because their fucking currency is so out of whack that like you can't carry enough cash to pay for anything.
Are these people supposed to be able to afford Bitcoin?
They're doing it as when I was reading something of Venezuela specifically, their economy has crashed so far that cash is disappearing. It's all going digital.
Yeah,
which a lot of people have said is what's happening at the U.S. with the coin shortage and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's dangerous though.
Yeah,
I mean, you're literally at the whim of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if the internet's down?
Yeah,
I can't spend any money. Like that,
We've had that down.
Yeah, well, and you've had it happen. Everybody at some point has had it happen when they're at a store and the store can't read your card, so you can't buy anything unless you have cash. Yeah, I've experienced that.
The magnetic strip on mine's dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they were swiping it. They're like, it won't work, and I was like, this is awkward. But I had cash.
That actually happened to me.
So and they wouldn't put it in there. I didn't want to tell them how to do their job, so I didn't tell them to put the chip in. So the chip works.
Well, my chip didn't work earlier when I bought that to come over here. I had to pull cash. Out of my pocket. Yeah. Mm. So I don't know. Maybe something's going on.
I still carry cash.
They're trying to force me to go to Bitcoin. Bullshit. If Bitcoin is the future, all right, and you can spend Bitcoin on places like I've never had a pocket full of Bitcoin to go into Publix and buy some burgers or a steak.
Yeah, I was surprised that I recognized any of the companies though. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of weird tech.
I thought it was going to be nerd shit.
Yeah, there was a lot of those, but like to see like Twitch is another one.
Oh yeah, you've told me about that thing.
Yeah, when we live stream on Twitch in the future,
you
can send us donations through Bitcoin.
Yeah, just send us.
We don't support donations. It, but we'd love to have it.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll sell it for US dollars. That's my thing is if Bitcoin is like the future, then why are people accepting US dollars in exchange for Bitcoin? Yeah. And what's Dish Network going to go with the Bitcoin that you pay your bill with?
Yeah.
By themselves, Dish Network? Like,
they're going to go exchange it for US dollars.
Yeah, they're going to exchange it for fucking US dollars. Yeah. It's like, it's a straight up Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. It sounds like the same thing just with more steps.
Yeah. It really, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Just pay cash.
That was where they lost me. I was looking into it. I'm like, how do you buy it? And they're like, oh, you do this and you do that. I'm like, oh, so I can't just go straight over to TD Ameritrade and boop, buy Bitcoin. They're like, no, you got to like set up a Bitcoin wallet or whatever. I'll be honest with you. I was so checked out when I was reading it. I was like, this is dumb. These are too many steps.
Yeah.
And
now there's like 6 or 7 different other ones. Probably more than that.
Yeah. Well, and you lost me at I'm paying US dollars for it.
Yeah.
If you have Bitcoin and you think that it's better than US dollars, why are you accepting US dollars in exchange for it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's the global currency.
Yeah. Whew.
Well, speaking of money, that brings us to our first ad break, brought to you by the Donut Shop Boys Teespring. They've got everything from shirts, socks for sandals, and unnecessary wall decor.
And our favorite item, shirts for moms.
Shirts for moms.
Shirts for moms.
Shirts for moms.
If you know a mom and she needs a shirt, go over to our Teespring and get her a shirt for mom. Shirts for moms. Throw on our Teespring. I don't know if you know what that means. They're shirts. They're for mothers. They say shirts for moms on them.
There's sweaters, too.
Sweaters. There's a flowy tank top. Hashtag shirts for moms.
Link in the description. So, got a few news stories for you.
Let's hear it.
An Indian jeweler sets the record for most diamonds in a ring. Dot. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if somebody on the roadside selling dream catchers or something.
Those most diamonds in a single ring, and it was 12,638 diamonds.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's called the Ring of Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Yeah.
How much does it cost? Did you catch a price tag for that?
No.
How many lives did it cost?
Yeah, it probably cost a lot of prosperity was happening in Ethiopia while they were mining for those diamonds. But
I should have called it the Bloods.
Well, then they'd single out the Crips.
You're right.
You know,
you don't want
how
to.
does Santa deliver presents in the Crip neighborhoods? That's something to think about.
Yeah,
he's gonna do a wardrobe change. So my next news story is a bluefin tuna sold for 20.8 million yen in Japan.
What's that in US dollars?
200.
Scratch that. What's that in Bitcoin?
4. No, $202,000 and $202,197. That's really hard to say. I should have stayed in college.
Yes, yeah.
It's like middle school, but I was taking middle school math in college.
Yeah, you were stumbling so much that I was struggling. So can you read that again for me, Dropout?
$202,197.
Okay, so 202,000 basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. How big was it?
I didn't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's more, it's caught like in the special part of the water. It's a special bluefin tuna.
Oh, I thought maybe it had swallowed that
Dijon.
Maybe it had swallowed that fucking Indian ring or something.
It came out of the ocean kosher.
Yeah. It was already pickled.
Yeah. But, yeah.
We
need to go fishing in Japan.
Yeah.
Make some money. So, and then other news, tech news. There's big tech news that's been going around right now.
All right, I'm excited about this.
Scalpers. So the new
again, dot or feather. No. Different kind of scalp, huh?
So the Nvidia dropped their new graphics cards in time for the holidays.
I know what that company is.
Yeah, well, they dropped them
so far,
and them shits were sold out within like hours. Within an hour, I think it was like single or just a couple, but yeah, shit was sold out. Bots were on there, computer programs made to just buy up all the GPUs and stuff, and so everyone was upset not getting their new graphics cards for the holidays and for the new video games and blah, blah, blah to come out. And then the scalpers are reselling them for like double the price on eBay and Craigslist. And everyone's been trying to band together to not support it, but they also want the graphics card. So it's been this big thing. Used to happen a lot with sneakers, Jordans.
Yeah, I wear shoes, so I'm on board there. I'm trying to follow as best as I can.
But yeah,
my last purchase was a hatchet. So
okay, yeah.
That's
Did you buy it at the store or from a scalper?
No, I went to Walmart with some Bitcoin.
Oh, you bought it to do the scalping?
Yeah. That's why I was like excited when you said scalper. I'm like, oh,
but yeah, don't scalp shit, man. Don't be a dick. Just purchase it. I mean, that's technically capitalism, though.
Yeah.
If you can control demand. Or if you can control supply, and demand is high, you can make a lot of money.
You can.
They say they do that with diamonds.
You don't say.
Speaking of which, yeah, they just release enough to keep the price where they want it.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
That's what happens when you don't pay your labor. You can do that.
Yeah.
Your labor can afford to not be working because you're not paying them anyways.
Big tech had to start paying labor soon. Or taxes.
Fucking big tech, dude. Like, I know we're on YouTube, but also,
don't say it. Beep.
Got that button on standby? No, I'll just take a sip of my coffee instead.
Yeah, there we go. I think Will knew what he was going to say.
Unofficially brought to you by the Alabama Sweet Tea Company. The tea that you can never find anywhere.
They're always gone when I'm looking for them.
Fucking dude. They're like, hey, if you buy our tumbler or the mason jar, like I've got like 5 mason jars. You get $2 refills. Like if you catch them, they used to be.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They used to be at the farmer's market, and then I'd go to the farmer's market with my
coming. We gotta go. Pack it up. We're not giving away free tea.
We sold too many of these damn $2 refill cups, and now that you just can never find them anywhere. But yeah, so nerds are buying shit and then marking up the price and making other virgins buy it.
Yeah,
for more money.
Basically,
okay.
That's the Cliff Notes.
Yeah,
that's how I read the Bible.
That's the TLDR.
Oh. Matt.
I didn't even read the Bible. I just watched County Law.
County Law! Oh, man.
I figure Montgomery County Sheriff's Office wants me to know it. They'll tell me.
Yeah, it'll be in the County Law.
It'll be in County Law.
Oh, man.
So, real quick before we start wrapping up. Earlier, I was watching NFL Network.
Okay.
I just briefly turned it on, and it was immediately done with it. And they were giving like previews of the playoff games for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, it might even be next weekend. I don't know. No, it can't be next weekend. It's got to be this weekend. They were talking about. It's funny because these games will have already been played by the time you guys hear this, but fuck it. They were talking about the Saints and the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going around, they always go around and like have each individual person on the show like pick
who they're going to win,
who they think's going to win. And they get to this chick. You can't see it, but I'm rolling my eyes. And she starts into, well, as a Bears fan, mind you, this is a Bears game she's picking. As a Bears game, I have a duty to pick whoever I think is going to put the Packers out. She was like, and she starts going into like the Saints and what they have, like the offensive weapons and stuff they have. And she's like, so it's my duty to pick the Saints, even though it's against the Bears. And I'm like, immediately change the channel. I'm like, this is why women have no spot at a fucking NFL broadcaster's desk.
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit answer is that? I'm going to cheer against my team in the fucking postseason.
Yeah.
Because I think this other team has a better chance to beating our rival. What? In what fucking world did you grow up?
She's thinking like 4 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Level 9. Yeah. What does she know? She been in Vegas?
Yeah. Really?
Women are equal though. Let's keep the show on track.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're equal, just I don't know.
Separate but equal, right?
Go talk about the WNFL.
Yeah.
Or the WNBA. Go cover that.
Yeah.
It's a women's sport.
Not a lot of female announcers in hockey. So
wonder why. They always, like the sideline reporters, they always ask the same questions. People are like, Nick Saban's a dick. No, these women ask him dumb fucking questions.
Yeah. You gotta have one hottie that's out there just to put the camera on, I guess.
That's 100%.
But that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can only look at Vern Lundquist for so long. I know he retired, but also.
Yeah. Or even at football, you can only look at 300 or 400-pound guys on the line rubbing on each other for so long before you got to look at a hottie.
Their butt sweat.
Yeah, you start questioning life. Watching too much football straight.
Get a little excited.
Yeah.
Just talking about it.
Oh, man.
But yeah, women don't belong.
In sports.
In sports, period. I'm drafting a resolution to make the WNBA just a developmental league for the NBA. Co-ed. It can be co-ed. If you're good enough to make the team, ladies, go ahead.
Yeah.
But, when you've got guys like Ron Slay, who were like on the cusp of making the NBA, and he's just fucking dunking all over your head despite the fact that he's like 45 years old. Hey.
Yeah.
Equality.
I think they should try out for the NFL.
I think we should have the trans.
I want to see.
I think we should have the trans NFL.
Ram through.
Say what now?
I want to see Derrick Henry run through a line of females.
Oh my god! Yeah, he does it twice a year to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Woo! Congrats to him though. 2,000 yards.
2,000 yards, man. A triple crown. First NFL player since 1968 to lead the NFL in carries, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns. So, hail to the king. He's basically the emperor now.
Yeah. And I saw Seattle, Russell Wilson, helped his homeboy.
Married Sierra, yeah.
He get,
That's like his crowning achievement, but go ahead.
What?
Yeah, the pop star Sierra.
Is that who he's married to?
She's a little ahead of your time.
Yeah.
She was super hot back in 2015.
Well, I forget
2015. No, I'm sorry. 2005.
Oh, yeah.
I'm time traveling.
That was way long ago. No, but he passed the ball. He was supposed to run the clock out. They were going to win, but instead he threw the ball to one of the. I think it was a wide receiver, might have been a tight end. But he was at 29 catches for the season, and if he got to 30 catches, he gets like $100,000 bonus. And so Russ gave him a little pass up to help him get his thing.
Drew Brees did that too.
Yeah.
Who was it though? I can't remember who it was. It was kind of an older receiver.
Pretty cool thing though.
He needed like 7 catches or whatever to go into that game to get a $500,000 bonus, and the owner had to be pissed though.
Yeah,
this is some bullshit,
this motherfucker.
This is some bullshit.
He had a vacation plan with that money. But
he'd already bought his Asian hookers.
Yeah,
he had to write a check.
What is he, Bill Belichick?
It's Robert Kraft.
Yeah, whatever.
Depends who you
down
ask.
In Florida. Oh man.
So I guess that get close to wrapping us up. You got anything to add, man?
No, man.
Okay, well,
next week.
Fuck us, I guess.
You got a phone call you want to take?
Yeah. Somebody call me real quick, even though this is not live. So next week, you guys tune in. We're gonna cover double standards. Mm-hmm. That's like the topic that we've already got written down. We're going to cover double standards just in the world. We're just going to list like several double standards, and we'll dig into them a little bit. Go to our website and click the link on Ask the Boys. If you guys have any questions you want to ask us, if you have a situation in your life that you would really like some advice regarding, we're really good at giving advice. We don't guarantee it, but we give it.
Go in there. You're crazy.
Yeah. Go in there and ask the boys some questions, and we'll give you the best answers. We'll make it to the show. It's anonymous. Yeah, we're not going to read your name.
You can leave us a review too.
Yeah. Go to our Teespring and buy some merchandise.
That's the most important thing.
If you go to our most recent Facebook post, I asked you guys, hey, drop your merchandise. Those of you who already have merchandise out there, drop your pics. Mm-hmm. Take a picture in your shirt. Take a picture with your mug. Drop the pics. Let's see it. I know we've sold stuff. You said, you've got all the records of everything we've sold. Mm-hmm. So let's see it, man.
Names, address.
Yeah. Just kidding. I am coming to your house.
That'd be fucking creepy as hell.
To talk to you about Bitcoin.
Have I talked to you about Bitcoin?
Yeah. Also, we don't accept Bitcoin.
Yeah.
As
Not
a
yet.
form of payment. No. So we still accept the U.S. dollar.
We still got to set up a Patreon?
A Patreon, yeah.
You can subscribe. You'll get the episode an hour early.
Yeah.
For $45 a month.
You get a nude calendar. It's only 11 months, though.
And it's not going to be pictures of us. We're just going to go on the internet like you could do.
Getty Images.
Google, show me the titties. Oh, man.
Celebrity skin. But yeah, and also, as a treat, we may live stream during a portion of our recording next week. We'll try it. Yeah. I'll pull it up and we'll start streaming, and hopefully people jump in and can ask us questions.
All 7 fans.
Yeah, they can jump in and ask us questions in real time, like it used to be in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll answer them. And yeah, you'll get to interact with us in real time. But that's not gonna be the entire show. That'll just be a short segment of the show. And we probably won't leave that up posted on the page, just to entice you to go back and listen to yourself or listen to us answer your questions. I wouldn't say listen to yourself, but yeah. And if you know anybody who would like to be on the show, or you would like to be on the show, hit us up. We're looking for guests. There's a third chair and a third mic sitting here. Mm-hmm. We don't often have co-hosts anymore. Yeah. Just because everybody's work schedules are different.
The Donut Shop Boys at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Business inquiries only.
Yeah. No nudes, please. Yeah. So we would like to start having some interesting guests on to tell stories, share some laughs. Mm-hmm. Maybe even have a guest. It would be fun to have a guest participate and ask the boys.
Yeah.
Like someone that you didn't expect to be answering questions in here. Yeah. And have a fresh take. And maybe not try to be an amateur comedian.
Yeah, that's my shoes only to fill.
That's our wheelhouse.
But share it with your friends.
Yeah, share it with your mom.
Get it out there.
Buy her a shirt.
It's never too late. Valentine's Day is coming up. Put your orders in now. You might get it in time.
Yeah. Or break up with
They're
her.
a little slow shipping. I'll give them that. But put your orders out there. It's COVID, right? We can still use that as an excuse.
I think we're still using that as an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah. COVID, 100%. So, but anyways.
Yeah. For your boy, the Vanilla Gorilla, my partner,
Low T.
Don't forget to get out there and buy you some Shula's Special number 347 steak sauce. And for the Donut Shop Boys, live from Bubba's Garage Studio, we out.
Cue the music.